in case anyone's not familiar with the Resolution Project, we provide a tailored fellowship for young entrepreneurs like Apefa and Luisa to start social ventures. That comes with mentorship and seed funding. But I would love to hear from both of our fellows now about how Resolution has supported you thus far. And Apefa, if you could kick us off.
So when I started with Resolution, I want to say this was 3 years ago, I think, maybe 4. It was my absolute very first time pitching the Pro project. It was my first time getting seed funding. It's the first time being asked questions from a panel of experts. And I still feel extremely lucky to have received a fellowship. And through the support of Resolution, I developed our initial grant applications. I got help from my mentors on developing kind of our story and how to convey the message to other people, also how to talk about the Pro project to community organizations versus corporations and businesses in terms of funding for the project, and a lot of PR training. Through that experience, Pro project got a huge platform, and that has afforded me the opportunity to mirror the model in other spaces. It's not that I went other places and recreated programs. That organizations reached out to me and said, we really like what you were talking about. We saw that article and we would love for you to come in and help us design our program. Resolution gave me a huge amount of confidence. My guides, again, as I mentioned, I had mentors that I called in the midst of COVID, and I called the same mentors to be like, what do I do about these other 2 programs that are ongoing and that are with partner organizations that, I'm on the board and I'm helping run it, but I'm not necessarily the person in charge. How do I communicate to them that I think that we need to be making all these changes in light of COVID? And those organizations are great, but my mentors helped me a lot in conveying that message. I owe a lot to Resolution, and I can't say it enough how grateful I am for the help of Resolution and my mentors in believing in the idea to begin with, because I don't think all of this would have happened had it not been for Resolution. I don't necessarily know what it means to do this advocacy work when these programs will no longer be the main project that I'm working on anymore. Any help or support or guidance there would be hugely helpful.
Absolutely. Luisa, turning it over to you, I would love to hear, in your opinion, how Resolution has supported you so far, and what support do you need to continue to scale SisterWorks?
Thanks, Carly. And Apefa, let's talk about replicating Pearl potentially in New Jersey. So with the Resolution Project so far, the seed funding has been particularly helpful, but also the connections to in-kind resources, right? So we're working with pro bono lawyers currently to do our nonprofit incorporation, and having a resource, having a really high quality professional resource to ask our questions has been really invaluable throughout that process for both me and my team. In addition to kind of working through some of those more structural elements, what we've done since having Resolution support is bring out an advisory board. And so going through that process has definitely been it's been a great learning curve, and really beneficial, I think, for the development of SisterWork, so that we can build it into a mature organization that can be financially sustainable and can continue doing the work that we're doing, but in more locations. Being paired with my mentors has been really, really helpful, particularly for just in my own leadership development, honestly, and kind of balancing these multiple pursuits of school, social venture, and professional development at the same time, and having a team of guides that are like, yeah, you got this, and that you have support in doing so. And to have, this advisory team with the guides, beginning with the guides to vet different resources and to problem solve and troubleshoot different ideas that come up throughout the process of building a social venture. But also in the process of being a full-time grad student, which I transitioned to in December 2019, that's been a whole nother process, right? And I think it's been really helpful to have the same guides paired throughout that process, and to have them as partners on my professional development and my own career exploration, but also on being our right hand for Resolution, our resolution-oriented development with SisterWork. I have a place to work through my thinking and to work through my ideas with somebody that has been on board from day one, right? And that I think that's super valuable.
Yeah. And I do want to note that Resolution exists because of the both of you. We are so honored to have you both in our community, and we're constantly humbled to be able to support you.